What's going on, y'all? Y'all know what it is, man. New intro way. Hey, we back at it again. The Regal Eagle. We won't stop and we won't be stopped. Although we've been stopped twice in the past 2 weeks, it's okay. Couple things we got to cover though. We got to talk about what's going on with our offense, what's going on with the coaching staff, what's going on with our players. We're about to talk about it right now on the Regal Eagle. Stand by. What's going on, man? I'm your host for the day, it's your main man, Sir Dookie Duke. And we back at it with another live rendition of the Regal Eagle Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to all the subscribers out there. You know what I'm saying? Before we get going, we just need you to like, comment, subscribe. Get in the comments. Get in the comments. We love to hear y'all's feedback. Plus, we need to know what's going on with our beloved Philadelphia Eagles. We got Meech back back on hand. You know what I'm saying? He back in the lab, shaking things up. You know what I'm saying? We got Gotti back there eating some of the coldest barbecue probably. When I say coldest, I mean best on the skillet barbecue on the grill. Then we got
Shakes it
Sally
up,
down
baby.
there.
I shakes it up.
We got Sally down there living the laps of luxury down in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Doing it big, and I'm up here in Delaware, just mad, drinking my. But we just need to go ahead and get it started, man, because it is what it is right now, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You know what I'm saying? But since Meech is back on live, and he's back in the lab, we need to figure it out, man. Meech, what's our biggest issue on our offense, bro? Like, what is going on with this?
Hey! It's great to be back. You know what I mean? After a week out of commission, man, and I was doing my thing, man. It's a lot of things to be happy about, man. The Las Vegas Aces, congratulations to them. They just swept the Phoenix Mercury 4-0 to win the WNBA championship 3 of the past 4 years. I would like to call that a dynasty. The Seattle Mariners, they're going to the division championship. They haven't did that in 25 years. Man, the Yankees are going home. Hey, the Dodgers got the Phillies. The Dodgers got the Phillies. They sent them home, man. Hey, basketball is coming back in preseason. Man, it's a lot of things to be happy about, but the Eagles are not one of them, right? The Eagles are not one of them. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give them to them because I've been raising this red flag since week 2. I've been saying it. Raise the red flag. Raise the red flag. Everybody's like, a red jet. No, it ain't time to raise it. People on here, no, it ain't time to raise it. A win is a win and all of this stuff. And no, you can clearly tell that it's about to be the collapse because I saw the same thing as 2 years ago when we went 10-1. And then we lost every game after that. It's the same recipe that's going on. So the biggest issue of our ailing offense, man, we in sick call, man. We on con leave right now. Our offense is everybody knows this, man. It's too predictable, right? The play calling by Patullo is subpar. The play calling by Nick Sirianni is subpar. It was subpar before. That's why we were doing the things, we were losing how we were losing. Then they brought in Kellen Moore to call a real offensive-minded play caller. We don't have our stuff together, man. It's just you got to bring in somebody that knows. It's an art to calling plays. You know what I mean? It's not just, a play here, a play there. It's an art to, putting certain plays after certain plays, depending on where you're at, up or down and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you our biggest issue with our ailing offense is our quarterback, Jalen Hurts. I'm just going to tell you how it is because offensive coordinators come and go. But the quarterback, he should have the maturity to be where he's at to fix it. Where we're at, call a team meeting, take over the play calling, do whatever you need to do. Our biggest issue is Jalen Hurts, point blank, period.
All right. So, Gotti, man, what you got to add to that?
Also, I mean, I could echo that, but it'd be a waste of time because you just heard it. But adjustment. You know what I'm saying? If something's not working, you gotta find out what works. You watch these guys on film, especially a division rival like the Giants. You play them twice a year. But when you get out there in the first quarter, after the first couple of series, you see what they're doing. You should be mixing it up to give them different looks to catch them off guard, but we're not doing it. We're not We're not making adjustments. We're not throwing new things out there to throw them off and everything like that. But you got to be able to catch these defenses, by surprise. And we're not doing that. We're running the same plays we ran last year that were successful. But, just like, we knew what was going to happen in the Super Bowl, the goal was to stop Saquon Barkley and let everybody else do their job, like in the secondary and stuff like that. And that's what everybody's continuing to do. Stop Saquon Barkley and then, lock down, do your best, everybody do their best on every play to lock down the receivers and everything like that. So if everybody digs down deep and they do their best, they do what they've been drafted for, and they lock down those receivers, they lock down those tight ends, the linebackers do their job every play, and then the defense is set up to stop Saquon Barkley, then the same results are going to happen. And everything that result has been happening all year. Like, does Saquon Barkley have over 500 yards rushing at this point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does he? I mean, I don't even know. I don't even look. Like, he doesn't even have. We're a third of the way of the season, and he doesn't even have, a quarter of the yards he had last year.
Right.
And so we lack the ability to adjust. Last year, the second half, we turned it up in the second half after adjustments, but we're not doing that this year.
Sal, man, what you got on it? After this, we're gonna slide to the other side of the ball.
Everybody got valid points, man. And like Michi always say, Jalen Hurts is getting paid $250 million, man. You're getting paid $250 million.
They stole your line, Meech.
And
it was pre-approved.
He's getting paid $250 million, man. And I'm pretty sure that kind of money that he's getting paid allows him to have a serious voice when it comes to play calling and schemes and stuff like that. Now, is he using his voice? I mean, to me, Jalen just, I don't know, man. He's not. I like to see quarterbacks get pissed off, irritated, throw their helmets. I like to see shit like that, and he just not doing that. And then we talk about the defense. Boy, Ringo, them boys get Jack, they was getting cooked, bro. It was just a recipe for disaster back there, man. Recipe for disaster. Now I'm gonna tell you, Giants had a game plan, and who else wouldn't have had that same game plan? Just to attack the secondary. That's all they did. And then we talk about the O-line. The O-line has just been trash this season. I ain't gonna even hold you. It's been trash. Everybody talking about they just plugging the gap, stopping the run. We already know what they're going to do. But other teams have been doing it to other. Like, look at Baltimore. Look at Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry started there getting yards, and they already know what they're going to do. Gibbs and Montgomery still getting yards, and people know what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball. So when it comes to us, why can we run the ball? It's a serious problem, man, and we got to address that.
I don't know. I can tell you right now, when they come to offense, I really want to get on Michi's side. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm on the side, but like I don't want to just just talk over what he just said. But it's true. Like, it's to the point to where it's like, what are we doing out there? Like, Jalen, you're not making the audibles, or the correct audibles, should I say? Even though you see things like his vision is very cloudy, all of a sudden. Like I said last show, no, the RPO game ain't there like it was 2 years ago at all. Like, we just need to figure out how we need to get back to that. And with that being said, the offensive coordinator and Nick, they should see these things. They should have seen these things, like just like me said, week 2. Week 2, you should have seen it. Because yes, we were winning, yes, we were 4-0, but we all know, let's just be honest, it was a week 4-0. We all know this. Let's stop playing around. It was a week 4-0. But, of course, just like anybody else, you're going to talk shit. Cool. I'm with it. But at the same time, like, come on, man. Like, we just got to get it together. And I don't know if that's more to blame on whoever, but when it's all said and done, the coaches have to coach and the players have to play the game. You know what I'm saying? Coaches aren't out there hitting people. The players are. The players are the ones out there executing. So if it's an execution issue we need, then okay, players, and it's on y'all. If it's something that y'all just don't get in film study and in the locker room, whatever, then that's on the coaches. But somehow, some way, this needs to gel, become Voltron. Guess what? Michi will form the head, and that's it. Let's go on ahead out there and do our thing. But with that being said, though, we still got things on like Sal said, on the other side of the ball, we got not Jahan Johnson, but we got Adoree, which needs to be shown a door or two, Jackson. And then we got the other boy out there, Keeling Ringo, Toast Ringo. Gotti, talk to me, man. What's our biggest issue, Ellen, on our defense, bro? Like, because I'll tell you right now, them two guys have got to go. They gotta go. I don't care who we get in there. Hey, Gotti, you still got your pads, right?
I got a couple sets here. I got a couple snaps.
Hey, suit up. We need to suit up.
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm not even gonna say it's an issue. I'm not even gonna say it's an issue with our secondary. You have backups in, the other team is going to exploit them. That's just what you do. The issue you could say is we don't have our starters playing. But any team in NFL will see a backup corner or a backup anything in the secondary, and they're going to exploit it. The problem is we don't have solid backups. New York did the right thing by tearing their ass up. They're the backups. Mm-hmm. They're backups for a reason. So the problem is we don't have a healthy secondary. That's what the problem is. You know, the backups are getting what backups are supposed to be getting, toasted. I mean, you can't go out there and expect them to be performing well. That's why they're backups. But I mean, there are some things that you can avoid, like all those pass interference. Some of those pass interference calls was a little BS. But some of them, man, you out there getting toasted. You got your eyes in the backfield when you should be on your man. Ringo is straight trash. I don't know how he's still there. And just a small piece of that, we still got Sidney Brown out there committing freaking personal fouls. Now, 15 yards and we getting smacked around. You're going to get a 15-yard penalty?
Yeah.
Discipline.
But even with that, Keelan Ringo was out there guarding somebody on the post, and what'd he do? He let them gain position and let them jump in front of him. You ain't never going to get the ball. Keelan, come on. You have to fight for position. You don't let this man get a position on you that's better than your position. You're supposed to be the corner. You're supposed to be the one, the stud backup. He's supposed to be the A1 backup for them too. And you out here getting tore up worse than Adoree. Like, come on, man.
Horrible,
Sal, man, what would you got, man? What's up with the defense?
Man, you know, we sit here and talk about, you know, Ringo and Adoree Jackson, how they, you know, they back up secondaries. But look who the Giants had in there, bro. Neighbors is out. Slayton was out. Their two prime receivers was out of the game. And you got these two other receivers just cooking. So you got backups cooking backups, bro. It was just horrible, dude. It was, like I said, Giants had the perfect game plan. Who else wouldn't do that? You got two guys in the secondary getting this tore up in the back, bro. I'm gonna keep tossing the ball. Darwin, just keep tossing it, bro. You're either gonna get a pass interference and or they gonna catch the ball. They were just getting cooked the whole game, bro. I mean,
I think as far as backup receivers, all you gotta do is run the route. If the right play is called and you run the route, then all you gotta do is catch the ball. As far as comparing a backup receiver to a starting receiver, I think other things come into play, like, you know, high pointing the ball, scramble drill, you know, muscling up and getting and catching the ball over the receiver in position. But but you just gotta get open. You know what I'm saying? But these receivers, I mean, the secondary is not able to read these receivers and get position. All they got to do is get open. You can be a bum receiver and get open. Are you going to catch the ball? That's something else too. But our guys are not getting in position to make these plays, man. They straight bums. They're straight bums.
Yeah. So, Michi, this question is mainly geared towards you, simply because, you know, let's be honest now, you are on the defensive coaching staff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They won't let me do what I want to do.
I know. I feel you.
Team up.
I ain't gonna take it that far. I ain't gonna go that far.
I
feel you as far as I feel you when you say they won't let me do what I gotta do, because me as an assistant to the assistant's assistant, I'm telling them what to do. They just don't listen to me.
Let me tell
but
you
I'm not
the
one to make the call. So go ahead.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. As of right now, we got 6 games in. I'm going to go back to the offense right now because that's where it all starts. It starts with the main guy in the locker room that comes in and set the tone for everybody. Jalen Hurts. I sat down with him after the game. We sat down and had a long conversation, right? And I told him, I said, look, man, we played 6 games. You've been the top rusher for 33% of those games, and you only had 60 yards, right? Nobody has rushed over 80 yards the entire season, right? That's a problem to me. I said, Jalen, look, this is why the media has problems with ranking you as an elite quarterback, because you're not. I said, if you had Dak Prescott, if you had any of the 6 quarterbacks that we faced so far, if you had put any one of them into our offense, man, it'd be unstoppable. If you put Dak Prescott as I don't want to say it. Hey, I know y'all will get on me, but I'm just talking about the mindset, right? If you put Dak, if you put what's his name? Patty Matt, Stafford, any one of those guys that we had with the type of talent we have on our team, man, we would be unstoppable. A convincing 6-0 right now. See what I'm saying? These problems, I've talked about it for a few seasons now. Jalen Hurts in college, when Alabama, Oklahoma, he had problems with timing, getting the ball out of there. He had problems with, reading certain defenses, checking the ball down where he needed to check the ball down, right? Whatever things changing it up. That's what I said is as far as the maturity, I just don't see that development in Jalen Hurts. We've been having the great success because of the talent around him. Yes, I get it, Jalen. Jalen, I'm not saying he's a bum at all, but I'm just saying we are expecting more. It's the same thing we talk about with the Pittsburgh Steelers of how, you can't tout having a winning record every season if that's all you do. You see what I'm saying? At some point, you're going to have to do more, right? And that's what we are demanding of Jalen Hurts right now before it spirals too far out of control, man. We played against the Denver Broncos. That should have been an easy revenge game. Vic Fangio, he should have came in and destroyed that team that he used to coach, right? He was the head coach of the Denver Broncos. He should have came in and showed that guy, man. Then we're playing against a rookie. You know what I mean? Now his head is, the size of a city block because he's the youngest quarterback to be the Super Bowl champion. Now you get all of this type of stuff going on. He wearing the goddamn big ass chain around his neck like Jefferson's doing for the Vikings. And I mean, it's just we're becoming the laughing stock. It's spiraling out of control. So yes, our defense is out of control. I can't get rid of the people I want to get rid of. But I'm going to go back and start with our offense of Jalen Hurts, man. He is the captain of this team, and he's not doing that.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, whatever you said after you said Dak Prescott on the team, I didn't listen to him.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
How dare you sit back and say you want Dak Prescott on the team? I got a good mind to block you. I have a good mind to block you. I'm not saying someone else. Another quarterback couldn't have done better. But I'm just saying,
Tyrone,
you
get what I'm saying?
a Cowboy?
Look
Come
at
on,
Moses.
No, Tyrone,
you could have grabbed anybody else. You could have put anybody else in that room. I don't care. I ain't let you talk.
No,
we gonna move on.
No, man, y'all crazy. No,
I ain't putting Dak up there. I don't care.
If you look at our defense,
I'll put Zappy up there. I ain't putting him up there.
Only one team has scored 30 points on us this year. So our defense is not trash. I mean, it's not good of where we were last year by far. It's not where it's at, but only one team has put up 30 points on us, and that's the Giants, right? And so if you look at the defensive schemes and stuff that we've had, yes, we fall apart in one half of the game or the other, but that's on coaching, right? You have coaches, and this is what I've been telling, Vic Fangio. I say, hey, the coaches set the tone in the first, maybe the second quarter. After that, it's players. The players are executing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Well, I don't care who's calling the plays. They're not making, Jalen Hurts throw these bum-ass passes going back to how he was 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Throwing intercept. Patullo didn't throw the interception. Patullo didn't, do the check downs and read the defenses and make the necessary adjustments that he needed to be made at the time. That's Jalen Hurts' job. If you're not doing that, I don't care who you put. You can put Bill Belichick as the offensive coordinator. I don't care who you put up there. If the quarterback isn't doing his job, I'm just telling you, go right now. We're gonna face this problem. It's gonna be a bad half, man. It's gonna be a bad half for the last ass end of the season.
Yeah, it is. I ain't gonna
lie. It don't get no easier.
It don't get no easier, man. I'm telling you, it does not get any easier.
Hey, I'm telling y'all,
mainly
listen, man.
because the majority of the other teams that, well, I'm not gonna say the majority, but mainly because we have what 5 more games on NFC East teams we gotta play. Like that's even worse.
We
So
play.
if we don't get it
Giants,
fixed now, 5 more
Washington,
games.
Detroit.
Hey,
We got
between
4
like
more. 4
No,
more
NFC
games.
East.
No, we got more than that.
NFC
We got Washington twice. We got Giants again. We got Dallas again,
That's
and
4.
next week is NFC.
we got Lions. We got the Lions
And
too.
the
We got
Lions.
the Lions.
No, he
Yeah,
said the
I
East.
was saying NFC East.
Oh,
I was
East.
saying
He said
NFC East.
NFC East.
My bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
East.
my
Okay.
bad. My bad.
Come on, now the math is there. We got 4 more, man. We got 4 more against these teams, man.
Yeah.
And the way we looking right now, we might come out 0-4. If we don't change what we did against the
we don't
Giants,
change
it's gonna be a long season.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Like between weeks 1 and 3, Jaden got that hit in week 3. Now, before week 3, he was running when he needed to run the ball. Since week 3, when he took that hit, and we got up and he looked like he had a concussion, but they still let him play. He ain't been running since then.
Mm-mm.
He hasn't been running. It's like he's playing scared. It's like he's scared to run the ball.
I'm gonna tell you,
I
man.
said last
I
week,
say this
are
all the
we
time.
Playing to win, or are we playing to not lose?
No.
That
What the
Denver
problem
game,
is
it felt like we was playing to not lose.
Jalen Hurts has not matured, man. I am telling you right now. If this was another team, we would be slamming him. We'd be saying the same things that I'm saying right now. Jalen Hurts hasn't matured in his play style over the past, 4 years that he's been on the Eagles, commanding the team, right? As far as, like, and I say this damn near every show, there's a difference between a running quarterback and a quarterback that can run. I want Jalen Hurts to be a quarterback that can run and use his arms. That's going to give us the longevity of his career. That's going to mature his decision-making processes while he's out there and stop making these boneheaded plays and throwing it up in the air. There's no reason you have A.J. Brown on one side, Devontae Smith on the other side, Dallas Goedert, Calcaterra, Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. You can throw it. Dylan has hands. All of these options, and we're not getting the ball around. There's zero excuses for that. I don't care who's the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, you're right. I totally agree.
You damn right.
have-
I'm right. I can't remember when I was goddamn wrong.
You have an all-star cast, and you're not bringing in box office numbers. Why is that?
At all.
Why? We need to figure out why.
I
don't get
understand this question.
Huh?
The question. They still say defense. What we got next? So I think we got it. All right.
So speaking about losing games and all that sort of stuff, that happens. It happens. So we haven't lost 2 games since 2023, right? Not in a row anyway. Haven't lost 2 games in a row since 2023.
I agree, Rob.
How deep is that cut, losing 2 in a row?
The cut is to the white meat. They cut us to the white meat. The reason why the cut is deep is because of the teams we lost to. If we would have lost to the Chiefs and the Bills back to back, okay. The cut is to the white meat because we lost to the Broncos. We lost to a rookie quarterback. That's why the cut is deep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't nothing else to say about that. Meet hit the nail on the head. It's the teams we lost. To.
I don't even mind the teams that we lost. I mind how we lost. If we lost to the Giants and the Broncos by a field goal at the end of the game, I would have been satisfied. I've been satisfied with that. But the Giants or the Broncos, we go into halftime up by 14, and then we get slaughtered after that. Giants slaughtered the whole game. If we would have played the Giants like we did in that 2-minute drill when we got where was those plays at the whole game? Why are we waiting until we're down and we go into a 2-minute drill midway into the fourth quarter to start running these dynamic plays instead of doing it the whole game? We should have made those adjustments in the first quarter. No, but what are we doing? We are running plays that haven't been working all year inside the 20. 2 running plays in a row inside the 20, the same running plays that haven't been working all year. But then when we're faced at 4th and 7 on our side of the field, now we can go for it and we can convert. Where was that the whole game? You know what I'm saying? This is the way we've been losing is my problem. That's why it hurts so bad because We're holding plays until the end of the game. We're holding plays until we are down by 2 or 3 scores. We're playing one half of football, which we've been doing the whole season. And I said from week 2, we are the last season Chiefs. We're barely winning games.
No. The
only reason why we've been winning is because the half that we played, we were up. And the other team couldn't come back and score more points. But we have only been playing one half of football for 6 games. Well, actually, we played one half of football for 5 games. We ain't played no football the other day.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's how we're losing is what's bothering me. I don't care who we lose to, as long as it's a dog fight. But we just straight up getting our ass beat.
I care who we lose to. I care who we lose to, because if we lose next week to that redheaded mongrel down there in Minnesota, if we lose to him, you know it's gonna be bragging rights. They gonna talk all type of noise. So the team we lose to matters to me. I'm gonna tell you, I don't want any losses, but I'm realistic. If I lose to the Browns, if I lose to the Jaguars, the Giants, if I lose to, certain teams, it's gonna cut to the bone, man. I don't care. You can lose to the Bills and be like, all right, Josh Allen, he was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, he was doing his thing. Even all 4 of us right here, we have sat and said, we usually split. How we always said in the beginning, we split a game with Dallas, you know what I'm saying? We usually win the home game and this and that. All 4 of us say that. So we can't say that Dallas, it ain't the team. It's definitely the team that we lose to is what cuts the most.
Because if we look at it, we look at the team that we lose to. If we consider those teams to be somewhat subpar teams, and we're losing to them teams, what does that make us? We can't go in here talking
trash.
About we big like, style.
Like me said, we gotta be realistic. If we're losing to trash teams, we wearing this green, but it don't mean we the best. We try. We gotta admit it. We gotta admit it. We trash. We playing like trash.
And like you said,
I'm not gonna take it as far as my cousin said. My cousin was like, he's like, is this year a wash? I'm like, pump your brakes, Brian. You're talking with emotion right now. Like, we've only lost 2 games. Yes, there were two bad teams, but the season ain't a wash. Come on, cuz. But go ahead.
You gotta look. The teams that we won against, people thought we were going to lose. We're losing to the teams that we should be clearly dominating. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, nah, when it came to Tampa Bay, or when it came to Tampa Bay or came to Kansas City, like, that's going to be a close game. We might lose that one. But Denver and the Giants, bro, come on, man. We should have really dominated these teams.
We're doing the same thing.
The Giants beat us like we were supposed to beat them.
No. Let me add this to it. I got to go back to what Gotti said. And if y'all are in the comments, tell me if you agree or disagree. The only reason we won is because of what Gotti said. The first half that we played in, we dominated so much that the other teams ran out of time. We didn't score against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They were coming back. They were whooping our ass. Dallas was coming back whooping our ass. Kansas City was whooping our ass. I am telling you right now, we only ran out of time against those teams. That's the only, well, they ran out of time. We was praying the time was sped up. That's the only reason. Let it run. It's because what Gotti said. So that's why I've been raising the red flag since game 2. When we played the Chiefs, I've been raising that red flag because of how they came back. There's a lot of teams that get down, right? It's a lot of teams that get down. But if you look at Patrick Mahomes, that's why we're not on their level when they just want to get, 3 points. You can call that luck, or you can call that the maturity and the eliteness of Patrick Mahomes to drive that football down in those dire situations and score, put them in advantageous situations to either kick a field goal to win by 3 or to score that touchdown. We don't have that on our side with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. So was it? So Rob just said, good teams find ways to win. 4-2 isn't a disaster, but lose to that red-headed monster, and our season is dead.
I'm telling you.
That's very true. Rob, you on it, man.
4-2 isn't a disaster, but we just ended up where we should have been at the beginning.
Yep.
From the beginning,
right?
We was getting lucky. It's like, and I said, our luck is going to run out, and it did for 2 games. Those games that we were skating by, I said our luck is going to run out, and it did. So if this is a precursor to what's to come since the beginning of the season, then it's a disaster coming.
Yeah,
it's a disaster coming.
Like Gotti said, if it continues, we're gonna be a laughing stock. But hey, so Sal, man, how much of this loss is on as far as percentage wise? So if you had to cut it down and chop it down into sections, how much is on Jalen? How much is on KP? And how much is on Nick Sirianni? And to include whatchamacallit, Vic Fangio, because the defense let us down too on the outside. So is it 75? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me.
I mean, as far as percentage wise, I just know for me, Jalen Hurts got the biggest percentage, man. He got the biggest percentage. As far as the losing goes, like Michi said, he's the captain of the football team. When he gets out there, if he sees some shit he don't like, he should call an audible, whatever. And he's not doing that, man. He's not doing that. So whatever it is, Jalen 50%, Patullo 25, and Nick Sirianni 25. But as the guy on the field observing those plays and on the field making those calls, he should be to make those plays and make those calls and make those adjustments when he need to make them. So at the end of whatever percentage, I don't know, but Jalen Hurts got the biggest piece of the pie in that whole scenario, man. He got the biggest piece of the pie. So so as far as the percentage goes, Jalen got at least 50%, of the losses. So,
all right. So I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna say 75, 25, and 25. And the reason why I say that is because
how much?
How much? What kind of math you got? What kind of math you got? 75, 25, 25. That's like $1. That's like 125%.
Right, because the other 10% can be divided amongst the other 3.
Wait, what?
Are we going? Are we going 100%?
Never went. I never went. I ain't had time. I had soldiers. I had to train.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Everybody in the comments, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm putting 80% on Jalen Hurts, right? 10% on Nick Sirianni, and 5 on Kevin, 5 on Vic Fangio. The reason why I'm doing that is because Nick Sirianni, he takes the blame of the offense and the defense as a head coach, right? He needs to be going to Vic Fangio and saying, hey, what the heck are you doing with our defense? Going to Kevin Patullo, what the heck are you doing? That right there, that Kevin Patullo raised up to that position, that was all friendship. That was likership. That wasn't leadership. That was likership. They thought that Kevin Patullo was going to be able to continue the greatness that Kellen Moore was doing with our offense, right? Kellen Moore was doing an outstanding job. He was doing better with less when he was with Dallas. If you remember, that's how these coaches are getting these jobs outside of here, is because they come in, they use the same talent that we have, and then they make it better, right? Jalen, I'm giving 80% to Jalen, 10% to Nick Sirianni, 5 to Kevin Patullo, 5 to Vic Fangio.
Okay. All right.
I think that's 100%.
That's 100.
Yeah. So Rob says 30 O-line, 30 Howie, D that sucks, 20 Nick, and 20 Jalen. I don't know about. I think Jalen should get a little bit more, Rob, but my math don't math. So.
If you look at the time that the O-line has, they not the O-line of last year, but Jalen Hurts he's averaging more than 3-4 seconds every single play to throw the ball, right? That's what he's averaging. That's great. I mean, we're obviously, they're not creating the same running lanes that they're doing last year, but I mean, 3-4 seconds in an NFL, that's damn near a lifetime to throw the ball. That's a lifetime to throw the ball. So I can't put all that blame on the offensive line. They're not. If we're comparing them to last year, yeah, they've taken a step back. Same thing with our defense, obviously. But they're still creating a lot of time for Jalen Hurts. He's just not executing. We're looking for him to do more quarterback stuff out of our quarterback.
Hey, I think I'm gonna give 50% to Jalen, man. He's at the helm. He's the leader of the team. Nick Sirianni said if you looked at one of the videos or whatever they did, he told Jalen Hurts, you were the leader of the team, right? So he should be there making those decisions, picking up on those blitzes, going back on the sideline, looking at that little iPad and letting the coordinator know what should be done, what should be done. Dookie, I don't know if you remember, but when we went to the game, the Denver game, I said, what does Jalen Hurts do in a 2-minute drill? You remember? I said
I
statistically in a 2-minute drill, what does he do?
Throws a pick.
He throws a pick. I said that last week at the Denver game. Statistically, in a 2-minute drill, Jalen throws a pick, right? And that's not about what situation the coordinator puts him in. That's just what he does. He doesn't make the right decisions. 40% on Nick. He's the head coach. He should be making adjustments on the offense and defensive side of the game at halftime when it's not going good. I don't know when we have a terrible half, they come in halftime. Sometimes we have a great second half, and sometimes we just decline. Kevin Patullo, he gets 10% just because he didn't fucking quit by now. We won't have to say nothing. He should have quit.
Hey, dude, I gotta revise mine, man. I gotta do a split between Nick Sirianni. So I'm gonna give Nick Sirianni and Howie that 10% because Howie is the reason when we got rid of Mekhi Becton. That and we ripped apart. He was a huge staple to that offensive line. I'm gonna just be honest with you. We
Tooth
got rid of
and Steen are trash.
Who?
Tooth and Steen.
Trash, man. Howie gets the blame for this as well for tearing apart our offensive line, man. We should have paid Mekhi Becton whatever it takes. And I know he has an injury now. I don't know if y'all follow him because he left the team. Mekhi Becton, he had a little injury right now.
Because he may not have had that if he'd have stayed with us. So you really can't.
I'm telling you, he had to do more work. He broke up the synchronization of our team, man. And it just is what it is, man. So I'm gonna have to do that 10% split with Howie and Nick Sirianni, man. But Jalen Hurts still gets 80% of the blame because you're the quarterback. I don't care who your head coach is. Do you think that Peyton Manning will sit here and let the offense play the way it plays, predictable and all of this type of stuff? Peyton Manning control Tom Brady, Drew Brees, all of those guys. They control the offense and the defense. I don't care what you're talking about. So I'm putting the blame 80% on Jalen Hurts.
Hold on a second. Yeah.
That's my strong hand. That's my strong hand.
He did that Denzel Washington journal.
80% on Jalen Hurts. I'm telling you, man, I am not naive to it, man. Jalen Hurts. This is why Nick, I can't think of Nick Lown, whatever his name is. This is why they talk about Jalen, because Jalen gives them the firepower to talk about him. In these positions, in these games, Jalen Hurts should be shining. Ball distribution should not be a problem, man. AJ, Devontae, Dallas Goedert, Calcaterra, Saquon Barkley. You got Jahan Dotson. You got Jahan Dotson. You got Dylan. You got all these guys, all of these options to throw the ball to, and we're fighting for yards. Nobody's rushing over 60. We should have 350 yards passing easily every game. Every game.
No reason why.
No reason why we got 150 yards passing.
And with the running numbers that low, if the rushing numbers was high, if the rushing numbers was high, then that would be acceptable. But we're not even rushing for 100 yards.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Tara. Nick Wright. Ick Wright, as they call him. Ick Wright.
Oh, fucking John Wick looking mug. I can't stand him.
So since all of that is in one big bubble, one gigantic nucleus of a team, what area within the Eagles needs to be complete? Needs a complete revamp. Like, what area is it? All the special teams? Is it the entire defensive O-line? Is it the entire offensive O-line? Like, coaching staff? Like, what is it? Mine is you and myself and Gotti, because we need that.
Yeah.
So,
hey, the revamp needs to be with Jalen Hurts' decision-making process. Right, and his ball distribution. So a lot of that, to whom much is paid, much is expected. It just is what it is, man. They are the quarterback for a reason. They are, they should be the most mature after all these years, Super Bowl MVP. They talking in the comments. I know it's a lot of blame to go around, but you have to pick somebody, right? You have to start at the top, right? Leadership starts at the top. You can't blame all the people at the bottom of the totem pole, right? Because that's toxicity, right? You just looking for shit to blame. That's when you start firing random people. I need to go to Jalen Hurts and say, you are supposed to be the leader of this team. right? So yeah, Nick Sirianni gets all of this stuff. Nick needs a revamp and all of this type of stuff, etc. Whatever you want to call for it. Hey, but I am starting with Jalen Hurts' decision-making process, and his ball distribution.
Okay. All right. All right. Who you got? Like, what area needs a complete revamp?
So I'm not even gonna really touch on the defense. We got some starters out, and my thing with the defense is it's a player thing, right?
Yeah.
You can call all these defenses or whatever. Defense is always gonna be a step behind. It's just up to you to be an athlete and shed the block, get in position, make the play. That's all, subjective. But we talk about this, man. The offensive playbook, man. The offensive playbook. We'll go out here and we'll throw out a new play that we haven't run all year. It'll work and we'll never see it again. All right, we ran we ran that sweep to Barkley against Denver. We ran the fake sweep through the pass to the tight end, and then we never saw it again. Right. Last season when we had those pitches when Barkley scored on that first play of the game against Washington, we haven't seen that play this season. We was talking about it earlier. Let's go back to the Michael Vick days. Like we're going into week 7. Everything that we've done so far in weeks 1 through 6 is what Minnesota is preparing for. We need to take everything that we did the last few weeks and throw that shit out. The first play, we need to send Smitty, AJ, and Jahad Dotson on streaks, and whoever's open, launch it. I don't care if he overthrows. The threat needs to be there. Right now, there is no threat of the long ball. Yeah, we got away with a couple against Denver. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, oh man, they're throwing the ball, but nobody's expecting it. Like I said before, I don't care if we go 3 and out, and we throw 3 streaks, and we got to punt. We have to threaten them with something new. We have to. Otherwise, the plays that you want to run Saquon on, they're not going to work. The plays you want to run AJ on, all these predictable plays, they're not going to work. We have to do something different. We have to open up the playbook. We have to do something that we haven't done before.
I'm not gonna lie, Gotti. When you say open it up, I truly think that this coming week or this week's game or should I say our next game is going to really. I feel like it's gonna happen. You haven't missed hardly much this season. You ain't missed much. So I truly think that throwing the ball deep downfield, I think it's gonna happen. I don't think
and it worked.
That the linebackers. I think the linebackers they're gonna have to scoot back, and when they do that, that opens up those short pass plays that Jalen likes to throw. It opens that stuff up. So I truly feel like whatever you're calling right now, whatever you got cooking in the lab, Gotti, it's gonna work. I truly think it's gonna work. But go ahead, Sal. What you got?
I just I'm gonna take what Meech said and what Gotti said. Because I don't think any offense or defense or whatever, it doesn't need a whole revamp. I think, like Gotti said, the playbook needs a revamp. Like he said, if we go out there and launch the ball 3 times in a row and we miss, but at least the threat is there. I think, we need to just rip out the whole first 5 pages of the playbook and throw them bitches throw them things to the back. Just throw them out there. Just throw them away. They don't work. That's what we've been using. The first 5 pages of the playbook is not working. And as far as Jalen goes, I think his mindset needs a revamp. Like the way he's thinking out on that field, he needs to change the way he's thinking on that field. He needs to revamp his mindset because he's holding the ball way too. When it comes to the O-line, it ain't the same O-line from last year, but he still got, like Mitch said, he's still got plenty of time back there to get rid of the ball. He still got plenty of time. Come on now. Nobody can sit and tell me that AJ is getting blanketed every game. It ain't possible, bro. It is not possible. Plus, AJ is a physical kind of guy. If he's getting blanketed, still throw the ball to him. He's still going to catch the ball because that's the type of physical caliber player he is. So Jalen Hurts' mindset needs to get revamped because the way he's thinking right now, the way he's going through his progressions and stuff, it ain't working. It ain't working. And the playbook, like I said, but we said this before when we lost to Denver. When we come out to the Giants, we need to come out hot, throwing the ball and doing all that. Mm-hmm. And we didn't do it. We ran the ball the first series. We ran the ball every play. And so I just think, like I said, Jaden's mindset needs to get revamped, and the playbook needs to just get, bro. You know what? If we come out this next game and just do all kind of crazy plays, I won't even be, and we don't connect, I wouldn't even be mad.
I wouldn't be mad at all.
We doing something different. Like even look, Lane Johnson. What did Lane Johnson say? He said our offense is too predictable. He even called it. If the players are calling it, they know everybody's saying it. So come on,
Chris Jones said it. What Chris Jones say?
They ran the play 6 fucking
the
times.
Same play, and we can't stop it. He said running the same play.
And then we ran a tush push because last time we ran a tush push was like 6 times in a row.
Right. That shit.
Jalen Hurts, at week 7, he needs to do a Control-Alt-Delete reboot because his mental mindset is in a certain way right now to where it won't deviate outside the line. So not Vic Fangio, but Nick Sirianni, Kevin Patullo, but mainly himself, he needs to recalibrate and rethink how he's distributing the ball, what his reads are, and who he needs to throw the ball to. Because right now he is stuck in that I'm gonna throw it to the left side pattern 4 plays in a row. That's how the pick got that's how he got picked. He threw it to the left side 4 times in a row. Any defense is gonna key in on that. So he literally needs to recalibrate his mind, do a hard reset on his football thinking, and then I feel like things like that will start to come together.
I will repeat this again, man. I will repeat it again, and I was screaming on the mountaintops. If you take any of the other top-tier elite quarterbacks and you put them on the Philadelphia Eagles with the amount of talent we have on the offensive side of the game, we would dominate 40 points a game at least. I am telling you. We have way too much talent. That's where the frustration comes in. We have the Detroit Lions. I mean, they're on page 27, 28 of their offensive playbook. They run every single play. They are totally unpredictable, right? They have the best running back duo in the entire football league, right? I truly feel, and I stand on this. I guarantee it. I guarantee we have the best wide receiver duo in football. You know what I'm saying? I stand on that. I guarantee it, right? I am telling you.
Terrell said Chris Jones don't need to say nothing about running. Y'all see how he
just stood there.
Then he go get mad. He goes get mad at the end of the game. He got mad, bro. Like
Chris Jones sat back and looked at everybody and was like, "Get him, y'all, get him."
Oh,
that shit was so funny. Oh,
all right. So the thing is now, Gotti, how do we rally? How do we rally?
Look,
we got to figure out how do we rally? How do we form Voltron at this point?
Man, we definitely need a spark, man. Either I don't know if somebody needs to come up and represent the team as individuals or offensive defense. If the coaches got to show these boys how, we've only been playing one half of football or what, but I mean, you coach these guys, you pay these guys to play football, and they're not doing it, man. It's something else. Something else has to be done. I mean, we was talking when we was in the truck, Dookie and Sal, we was talking about how you talk to people, and you can't just tell people, hey, you know you're doing a good job. You gotta let them jiggers know. You fucking suck. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing a good job, they need to know in no uncertain terms that right now you stink, and you need to do better. Everybody needs to be open and honest. They need to look at them films. I don't care if you got to point out individuals. Let them see what they're doing right and doing wrong. You got to be open and honest and let them know they're not playing complimentary football. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing what you're here to do, and you need, like Joey Swole say, you need to do better. You need to do better because right now, what we're doing, these first 6 games, we started from up here, and each week we went down until we got a loss. And I was saying it, and I was saying we need to treat those games that we took. I can't say that we took a half off because we took a half off on each game. All those games that we barely won, the coach should have went in the locker room and treated those like losses, because we will win the first half and we'll lose the second half, and they go in the locker room and say, yeah, we won, but it's like we barely won. You know, we like me said, we only run because there was not enough time. Those games should have been treated like losses, and otherwise you're going to have to treat the losses like losses. And this is what we have. Got to be open and honest with those guys. Let them know they're not doing a good job.
Yeah. In the words of Cam Ward, we ask right now. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
we ask.
We right. We ask.
But
Point blank period. All right. So Michi, question: what do we have to do to move in, looking at the same success we had last year? Like, what do we gotta do? What do we gotta do to try to mirror that?
I'm gonna tell y'all this. A lot of the people in the comments were in the military. All four of us. It starts at the top. When the unit is going bad, it starts at the top. Jalen Hurts is at the top of that list. You have to refine Jalen Hurts. It is what it is, man. His maturity, his decision-making process is why he out there. His check downs, his doing whatever. He needs to be audibling the ball more, recognizing the defensive schemes that they're going to be doing. If our defense is sucking, what does that mean? We need to be extending the offensive drives, you know what I mean, and keep the defense off the field. All of this stuff comes with the quarterback maturity and the mentality of a seasoned elite quarterback. Jalen Hurts is the start of that. That's what we need to start with going forward. That's how we rally with him. We don't need to be blaming individual players. You know, somebody on special teams, somebody on defense. Is Jalen Hurts should be quarterbacking all of this type of stuff, man. That's how we come close, is we start with him.
that's definitely a good point, Mitch. You know, extending those drives. If the defense stays on the field the whole time,
yeah,
you know, they're gonna get wore out. You got to think the defense is always a step behind. It's always a step behind. Once the offense takes one step, the defense is taking 2 steps, using twice the energy. And if those guys are driving down the field and doing what Denver did to us, it's not even going to be a comparison. All the skills and the fundamentals won't even be a factor because these guys are too exhausted to do those things. You know what I'm saying? And too exhausted to get in their drop. You know, they're changing out wide receivers, and you got the same defensive back that's been in for 4 or 5 plays, you know, exerting all this energy, and then the offense is just tearing them up. You got to extend those plays. You got to have the defense on. I'm a hydration coordinator, so when the defense gets on that sideline, I'm out there trying to get those guys hydrated. But if you go 3 and out, and you know we punting the ball, my guys is getting back out there. It's not even getting a chance to run through their system. You know what I'm saying? I need the offense to stay out there, extend those drives. I need the offensive playbook to be more dynamic, to get those first downs, to convert on 3rd down, to drive the ball down, score some points, run the clock out, and win the damn ball game.
And as simple as that, right?
Simple.
Yes,
As
absolutely. It's as simple as that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to be honest, it is that simple. We just don't know why they don't listen to us. You know, to all the top tier coordinators on our team, just come on down, man. Listen to the Regal Eagle. We got every answer y'all need. We right here. All y'all gotta do is listen to us. Just listen to us. The commentary that we give y'all should be the preamble to the book. This is what the book's about. Ride with that. That's it. So, Sal, if you had to replace the OC today, who would it be? If Kevin Patullo, if they say, you know what, Kevin Patullo, he goes to hit his keypad to get into the building and can't get in. Why? Because your number is no longer there. Someone else got your number. Who would it be? I want to hear from everybody. Everybody in the comments too. If we had to replace Kevin Patullo as the OC, who do y'all want to be the OC? And trust me, we've already heard the whole Dougie P scenarios. We got it. Consultant. But who would you replace him right now with if you could?
Like, I mean, I even put that in the chat yesterday. I put it in our chat yesterday in our text messages. I was like, and I mean, I got it. Even though we already heard Dougie P, that's who I said. I said Dougie P sitting on the couch, bro. I mean, as of right now, if I was to have to bring somebody in, that would be the person I would reach out to, would be Dougie P. And I put that in our text messaging yesterday. I said Dougie P out there. I would go at least sit down and have a talk with him. Like I said before, I know Aaron now is on the news and stuff, and stuff that he said he would be a consultant for the offensive coordinator position, whether he'd be a consultant for the offense. But I'll reach out to that guy right about now if I had to.
All right, got it. Who you calling? Who's on speed dial?
Call me crazy. And it may happen somewhere in a couple of years. Fucking Tony Romo. Tony Romo.
Don't think they're gonna allow him in the locker room though. That's the only thing.
they may not. That's why I said call me crazy.
Yeah.
Tony Romo.
No, Tony Romo, and that's not even crazy. I've said this before. Tony Romo is, aside from you got Tom Brady up there now. So Tom Brady, he takes that because of his analyst, his knowledge, and all this stuff. Tony Romo is the best, aside from Tom Brady, the best analyst because he doesn't just repeat what just happened. You know what I'm saying? He tells you things is going to happen. He tells you different things.
About to happen.
I agree with you. I like that answer. That's not my answer, but I like that answer.
All right,
It'll never happen though. You're not going to bring to the organization.
He may go somewhere in a few years, but out Tony Romo.
You had to think about that question. Because trust me, guy, that is a good.
I'm telling you, his
choice.
First season as an analyst,
he was killing
game. It was like, oh my god! Like he was
They gotta hurry up. They gotta hurry up.
Like, hey, so like, oh, if it was me, I'd have this guy do this and this guy do that. It's like, did you watch the play and then say that? Because he would say exactly what the play would be.
See, it's a difference. It's a difference. This is what I always say, man. Another Army reference. A good squad leader doesn't make a great platoon sergeant. You know what I mean? A great platoon sergeant doesn't even make a mediocre first sergeant. You know what I'm saying? So if he came into the organization, I would need him to take a certain role because you're coordinating the entire offense now. So that's a little bit different of a sharp curve. My person, right? My number one would be, hey, I need you to go take that $1 million. Take me and Howie down there to North Carolina. And see what it takes to bring Bill Belichick from North Carolina because he's the worst the collegiate coach ever, right? It's just not working out, right? Bring whatever money it takes to bring him to the organization. That's what I'm gonna do. Number one, right? My number two pick will be the guy that took a 2015 team. You can't name 5 players on this team, right? Nobody on here can tell me 5 players from this team right now. He took that team and took them to the Super Bowl. That's the coach I would bring in as the offensive coordinator, Ron Rivera.
Okay. Me personally,
Ron Rivera.
I would go back into the archives and I would dig deep and I would look at someone who's still currently on TV. They you know what I'm saying, they still talk about the Eagles. They're still part of the Eagles, not part of the Eagles organization, but they're still in the archives of the Eagles organization. But I would dig deep and I would go get some old school loving from Tony Dungy. I go call Tony Dungy up, like, hey man,
he too old. He too old though. He too old.
No, he's got that dogfight mentality. No, I don't think he is.
Pete Carroll.
That Joker will go in there and he'd let him know. He'd be like, hey, tell me like it is. He gonna tell him. He gonna go in there and bring some old school love into that locker room. Trust. Him and them big old ears, he gonna listen to everything they got going on too. He been listening. He been listening to them,
younger than Pete Carroll.
Yeah. Huh?
Tony Dungy is younger than Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, the oldest one right now.
Yeah, 74. Dungy is 70.
I go get Dungy. That's right. But with that being said, all right, round of the league, final thoughts. What y'all got, fellas? You know what I'm saying? Because you're coming up on time. Final thought. Anybody got any final thoughts? Anything going on around the league? How y'all think CJC gonna do with the Ravens?
Who?
CJC.
He in the Ravens now.
Johnson.
He's gonna do the same thing he's been doing. The same reason.
Causing problems. Causing problems in the locker room. Causing problems. Oh, speaking of that, Michi, I had my boy Will. He was on the last show. He wasn't on the show. He was in the comments. I don't know if he's listening right now, but he definitely said that.
He's trashing Miami.
Nothing Miami can do with Georgia. He said Georgia is by far the. I'm just telling you what he said, Michi.
Georgia don't even think that.
Huh?
Georgia don't even think that.
I wondered if you was gonna be on. I said I was gonna put him on the show, but hey, I'm just letting you know what the man said. So Will, if you're out there, if you're listening, go ahead and chime in, see what you guys say. I'm just saying the man said Georgia.
Please don't, because don't chime in 59. Don't chime in at the last hour.
Michi, what's the best college football team ever?
The 2001 goddamn Miami Hurricanes. Hey, out of the 2001 Miami Hurricanes, let me tell you something. The 2001 Miami Hurricanes, if you take away all of their offensive touchdowns, their defensive touchdowns will still lead the league, will still lead the collegiate area. That's how dominant the 2001 Hurricanes were. 38 of those players on the 2001 Hurricanes got drafted to the NFL. 17 of those drafted in the first round. Come on now. Get out of here.
Terradome said it too. He said 17 in the first round. 17.
17 in the first round. 38 on one team. 38 of those players got drafted to the NFL. 17 first rounders. Miami Hurricanes they sit number 2 all-time Hall of Famers next to USC. They sit next to number 2 all-time. Come on now. We just done fell apart. Come on now.
So watch this. So everybody, look, Michi, you gave me 100, right? Yeah, you gave me 100. Okay, so after that, you gave me 10. 10, right? So with that 10, I put in 20. That's right. So that's 10, 20, 30. Motherfucker, can you buy that?
I'm about to say, where is he going with this? Because his math wasn't too good in the beginning.
No, hey, Goldie's math wasn't right either, but he made it out, didn't he? He pulled her.
Hey, a lot of people try to debate. You know, they might say it was the 1995 Nebraska Cornhuskers with Tommy Frazier, number 15 at the helm, doing his thing, man. I follow college football so long, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the Miami Hurricanes were a force of domination in 2001. They had some other great years, but 2001 was that year, man. Their defense scored more than other teams the entire year. So hey, let's call a spade, man. I don't even need to go down and name the players, the Aaron Reeds, the Albert Haynesworth, our running backs. Listen to this. Frank Gore. I don't want to go into it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm gonna tell you, Clinton Portis, Frank Gore. Come on, man. We got 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks on the same team, running backs on the same team. I'm gonna tell you right now. Anything else is egregious to bring up. Totally disrespectful. 2001 Miami Hurricanes. That's it.
All right. So with that being said, man, hey, we appreciate y'all for coming out. You know what I'm saying? We a minute 53 seconds over our time, but guess what? We love it. We love the fact that y'all are here. We love the realness from everybody in the crew. Michi, Gotti, Sal, myself, everybody in the comments, Timberly, Eric, my cousin Eric Jackson, Kim, baby, Red Jet. We got Rob Jones in this. Hey, everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all. TD, Terradome. That's what's up, man. We really, really appreciate y'all coming out, man. Really, really do. And guess what? Tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend. As a matter of fact, Shell said something on Terradome show the other day that she liked how Michi always says tell a friend. So go ahead, Michi. Go ahead and say it.
Hey, tell a friend to tell a friend. Before I say that, though, Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, and Frank Gore. Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, Frank Gore on the same team. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
All right. All right, so Gotti, man, what you got on the way out, bro?
Hey, man. Hey, thank y'all for joining. Hey, we gonna be back up. So save them memes. We got this little mini buy. Save y'all memes from Minnesota because y'all ain't gonna be able to post them. All right, we back up, baby. Put it on the wall.
What you got?
Hey, thank y'all for coming out and watching. But like I said, for the Regal Eagle, we're gonna give y'all the real on here. We're gonna give y'all the real, good, bad, and the ugly. We're gonna give y'all what it is. Have a great weekend.
Hey, is Terradome actually out there was that Santa Clara? I'm thinking about coming out there.
No, Terradome live in North Carolina. I believe.
Okay, never mind.
All right, so one more thing on the way out. Hey, look here. And let me look at y'all when I say this. Not y'all, but the viewers. When I don't hear from you in 2 years, you haven't said nothing to me about football in 2 years. And I know because I went back and I looked at the chat. But don't come to me when we lose against y'all punks and try to talk shit. I'm not with it. My thing is be consistent in the shit talk. That's all I'm saying. I don't mind, not one bit, you coming at me about a loss. I don't mind. But what I do mind is when you're coming at me and I haven't heard nothing from you in 3 years about your bum ass squad because y'all have done nothing. I'm not about to let you even enter that space with me, especially when you haven't won anything in I don't know how many years. So unless you know who your tight end is, which some of y'all probably don't, unless you know who your offensive coordinator is, which some of y'all probably don't come to me trying to talk shit about your raggedy ass team, especially when you on the bottom of the totem pole in my division and in any other division.
Take your time,
That's
Pastor.
all I'm
Take
saying.
your time, Pastor.
I don't care. Because truth be told, I will lose friendships over this shit. I really will. I don't care.
Hey, I
If
tell
I
them all
haven't
the
talked to
time,
you,
we don't need them. Let the welfare feed them. We don't need
that's
them.
right. Hey, fuck them and feed them beans. That's right. Guess what? I don't care. Don't come to me talking shit about a raggedy ass team when you haven't said nothing, not even a hi, bye. Hey, did you make it there on time? How did you settle in? How are things going? In 2 years? And you calling me now? Ain't get the fuck. With that being said, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream because we done. Well, I'll let y'all.
Fellow on the beat.